Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Aquarius for the month of April. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Aquarius, I do not offer personal readings. So if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Just know that you'll get messaged probably by somebody who is impersonating me. That's not me. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. Now, please do hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. If you do hit subscribe, you'll get weekly, monthly, and even bonus updates from me. So let's go ahead and make sure all of the cards are in view here, and then we'll get right into it. All right. And I think that looks just about good enough to me. Go ahead and put this up here. And let's get into it. So Aquarius, you have a big manifestation coming in here in the future, something you've worked very hard for. You've really put in the energy and the effort to potentially work through a situation around a partnership. You may have had to deal with a challenging communication or a conflict in communication recently. Maybe in the near past, you may have had to, deal with some sort of challenging situation. But all of that courage that it took to handle that situation is paying off in the future. I think there's probably other messages in this reading as well for other people. If you're not dealing with communication stuff, there are some other messages here. Remember, we always go through and clarify with some more cards. We are going to be doing a pyramid spread, so we'll be moving up the pyramid, but in your overall situation, in your overall energy, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is an amazing card to find. This is about your ability to work hard. Okay, this is somebody who has worked extremely hard. This is dependability. This is practicality. This is somebody who, if you give the Knight of Pentacles a task, they will complete it. And so the thing about that is it's all of those things, right? The hard work, the energy, the effort, but you finally getting an event that arrives around those sorts of things. This represents the arrival of an event that you've been waiting a long time for, that you've been putting a lot of energy and effort into. And it's typically around the financial areas of your life, the material areas of your life. This is the Pentacles suit, so it can be anything relating to money. It could also be anything relating to your home environment. It could be anything relating to academia as well, especially if obviously if you're a student, anything like that, but your hard work paying off. Now, in the past, you have this Two of Cups, Two of Swords, so double twos here. The Two of Cups is in a career situation. This represents partnerships, alliances with others, needing to work together with others to bring about a situation, anything involving teammates. And then the Two of Swords is about potentially, actually, if I'm really like, this combination here is a classic combination of an argument or a disagreement. The reason being is the Two of Swords can talk about like you maybe being restricted in speech, not really being able to find the right words to say to someone. And the Two Swords can represent like emotional daggers being thrown between two people. So this can represent a war of words, and you have that with this partnerships card here. Okay, now remember, this is a business setting. We're not talking about relationships here. We're talking about teammates, teamwork, anybody you're in business with, anybody that you have a formal partnership with in your career, your financial setting, anything like that. Could it mean that you had disagreements with your significant other over finances? Yeah, I think it could absolutely mean that as well. Some of you may have actually be resonating with that. The thing is, there's conflict resolution here on the horizon, and whatever blindfold that's going on here, whatever you haven't been able to see or whatever words you have not been able to find the answer for, that's about to change. because in the future, you have the Magician and the Chariot. So really amazing cards here, both major arcana. So these are major themes in your life developing, playing out, unfolding. The Magician is somebody who is the master manifester in the tarot. This person here, this magician, they have all of the tools that they could ever want, that they could ever need in the palm of their hand. Everything, not only is it in the palm of their hand, but this is also within them. It's inside of them. All of the tools are on the table here, okay? All of the tools are on the table. You have everything you need to bring something into conscious manifestation. The problem is, for you, it's not a problem, but for the magician, and I'll tell you why it's not a problem, but for the magician, the problem is actually acting, okay? The magician can dip into laziness. And so, again, it's not about, the issue here isn't about talent or skill or ability. You have all of that. The problem could be about action for the magician, but for you, that's not the case because you have the Chariot, okay? So I love this combination because the Chariot is somebody who is overcoming difficulty. The Chariot has a ton of self-discipline, similar to the Knight of Pentacles. So you have the perfect combination of skill, ability, hard work, effort. So you're combining the skill and abilities that you have with actually following through and actually getting yourself a victory here, Aquarius. So amazing for you in the future. You're successfully completing something. And I feel like this has also been a triumph and a victory around maybe challenging communication, or if in the past you really didn't know how to handle something, it's absolutely like there's absolutely something positive coming forward for you in the future. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. So you have the Wheel of Fortune. See what else we have. You have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Amazing, amazing. All right. So, Aquarius, the wheel has spun in your direction here previously, okay? This is Jupiter energy. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, of growth, of good fortune, of good luck. Most importantly, good luck, I think. But this is about your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is about your destiny. And it's possible that this meeting of the minds or this challenge here of the past was the thing that you needed in order to see something. Maybe there was something exposed. Oftentimes when we have challenging conversations, there can be things that are exposed that we don't want to hear, but we need to hear. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But that could certainly have been on the table for you here in the past. You have this Nine of Swords, which talks about, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's one of the high stress, high anxiety cards in the tarot. And this can say that you are a little bit fearful around something. It's not only stress and anxiety, but it can also be a major message of fear for some people. And so that could certainly be showing up here as well for you. It may mean that you are fearful about having this conversation with this person, or just fearful that there would not be a conflict resolution. For some of you, the solution to the problem will be walking away. Sometimes you can say something to someone a million different ways and they'll never hear it. They'll never understand what you're saying. And so in those cases, it's oftentimes best to just let it go, to just drop trying to get that other person to understand where you're coming from, when in reality they'll never understand. So in those cases, it's like sometimes you do have to just walk away with this Eight of Cups. And that's exactly what this person's doing. They're taking an empowered step forward. What I do know is that, whether you're walking away or whether you're resolving the conflict, however you are resolving the conflict, whether it's walking away or through other means, you're getting this huge reward here. You have this harvest here with the Ten of Pentacles showing up. This is major abundance showing up, okay? This is all 10 having all 10 pentacles available, 10 out of 10 pentacles available. The 10 of Pentacles represents it's one of the cards that I would refer to as an empire card. Okay, this is a card of building your legacy, of building your empire, of not only setting yourself up for success now, but also setting yourself up for success in the future. And if you're interested in family, setting your family up for success as well, anything like that. And so it's very, very good energy to find. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Let's move up the pyramid. You have the Four of Swords. You have the Sun. And you have the Three of Pentacles. All right, so very nice. So, taking a look here. All right. I'm gonna let the cards be as they are. I'm not going to try to fix everything. All right. So I sometimes get hung up on the look of the layout. But anyway, Four of Swords, healing here, healing from a situation. Obviously, there was a challenging situation between you and this partner here. And again, I'm not really talking romantic. I'm talking probably business related. Although, like I said, now that I'm looking at this, it is totally possible that, you and your significant other did have a situation with finances where like maybe there was a bit of a challenging communication between the two of you on that. That's certainly the case for some of you. But you're healing here, right? This Four of Swords represents healing from a challenging situation. You see the Three of Swords on the banner above this person. The Sun is the best card to find in the tarot. It is total happiness, total victory, and yes, abundance, because we can't live without the Sun, right? If you took the Sun away, what would we be, right? I don't even think we would be able to exist without the Sun's energy, right? And so this represents total power, the power of the Sun wrapped up into a tarot card, Aquarius, and that's what you have. This is also a card of truth, right? If there's anything in your life that is untrue or not right, the Sun will expose that with the ray of the Sun. The Three of Pentacles is about teammates, teamwork, team environments. It is possible. I feel like for the vast majority of you here, this Two of Cups situation is with a teammate where there was challenging communication. I do think that, like I said at the beginning here, there may be a small portion where it's your significant other, where you're having situations around finances. But I think, this Three of Pentacles pretty much drills home the point that this is your teammates or coming from your team environment. Some of you walking away from that. Let's see what else we have here, Aquarius. Yeah, you have the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So the Seven of Wands is around competition. This is workplace competition with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Definitely a combination to find here, and then sprinkle in this energy of the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups that we've been talking about this whole time. But I haven't really gone back to this Knight of Pentacles, which is you just being dependable and practical and really working your way out of a situation, not necessarily taking excuses, but like working yourself out of a situation, which sometimes the best remedy to a problem is to just work, right? To like physically actually work, but also do the work that you need to do. And I see you doing that, right? I also don't feel like you are succumbing to the competition. The Queen of Cups says that you are taking the steps that you need to take care of yourself during this challenging time. Let's see what else we have here. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Lovers. It's the sign of Gemini. But this is also a card of needing to make an important choice in your life or in your career. This is also a weighing of options or a juggling tasks, juggling priorities, keeping all the plates in the air, and any energy like that. But this is around an important choice, and you have this energy of charging forward, you have this energy of walking away, you have this energy of bringing a manifestation into existence, working hard for it, and through self-discipline, through hard work. And you have the Eight of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands here. This is a quick-moving event that brings about good news. The feeling of having the wands in the air, things moving forward, the cool breeze carrying you forward here. And this can also represent, like I said, like a quick event that brings good news, but it's news that comes in from a distance, phone calls, text messages, letters, emails, anything like that. And it also represents positive movement forward as well in your career, just generally good things happening. So wow, swift events happening now. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.